I'm sure you were about to say. I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off.
no, I wasn't about to say anything.
This guy loves 80s music.
I do. I love it. Yeah.
Like in an unhealthy way. He just thinks it's the greatest music decade.
Of course it is.
I mean, like, right? It's just totally wrong. It's just like couldn't.
Oh yeah, he loves it. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
but the 80s was not.
Lito
the
and you couldn't possibly match anyone who has my musical taste more similarly than
You love the 80s.
Cleo.
Okay, so what were you two doing that was so great in the 80s, where all that music just brings back the glory days? What were you guys crushing in the 80s?
I don't know. We weren't doing coke like you. We were. We were drinking new coke, is what we were doing.
But
There's so much. Come on. Bruce Springsteen, Madonna, Lionel Richie, Prince, U2, Van Halen, Metallica. I mean, don't anymore.
Wait a second. Am I the Screen Actors Guild Pac-Man?
No.
I think that's what you
You're
just
more
called
like
me.
Hubert. You're more of a Hubert.
That's the nastiest thing you've ever said to me. By the way, I was fantastic at Cubert.
Yeah, were you really?
Yeah, I wasn't better than the games that we had on Silver Spoons. I mean, Ricky and I had Pac-Man, Dragon Slayer, Centipede, and Missile, or anyway, one of them. We rocked it. Because you could play it for free all the time.
It came too easy to you. That's what your problem with the 80s is.
Was
we
in
had
a
to put
Pac-Man
quarters,
tournament.
quarters. You were in a Pac-Man tournament?
And placed very well.
You did?
Yeah.
Against like regular players?
Yeah, there was other
celebrities?
cheesy celebrities in it too, just like me. I think People sponsored it. I had a little Pac-Man trophy. Oh God, the 80s were horrible.
No.
Oh God, the 80s were horrible.
No. This movie is proof that they weren't. In fact, I believe we have the first
one
time
good thing that came out of the
you
80s.
dabbled in Michael Jordan paraphernalia was right here on one of the. There you go. I mean, how is that not in the movie, by the way?
I have more muscles in that picture than I currently have.
Which of the many gems from the 80s is that from?
Look at the way my forearms are bigger than my biceps. You know?
It's just a perspective. Don't get down on
I'm
yourself.
like a veal. It's terrible. So that is the opening credits to Valerie or the Hogan family or whatever we were called.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you see? That's one of the things I love.
Yeah, and so that's the Bulls. That's Michael
Did you
Jordan.
shave your armpits then to look more like a boy?
I was on swim team.
You were,
Okay?
yeah.
There's no hair anywhere. And that was a piece.
Did they give
you would think, because I realized from doing this film that I've never had a pair of Jordans. I've worn Nikes my whole life, but I never, for some reason, never bought a pair of Jordans. And I thought that maybe, oftentimes when you're done with the project, the director will usually give a gift to the cast and the crew, and it'll be somehow themed, tied into the film itself. I thought for sure, because we can make our own Nikes online, right? Nike
ID.
design, whatever, ID.
Right.
I thought, well, Ben's going to do that. I made a shoe for Ozark. I made a Converse high top with all the symbols from Ozark, from the opening titles. I put those all over the shoe, gave him to, paid for it myself. Ben could have gone to Nike for free and gotten everybody a pair of Jordans that were just for the cast, just for the crew. Would have been like a real exclusive thing that would have been really cool. Nothing.
What did he do? Did he do anything?
It was like pirate booty, I think. Everyone got a bag of pirate
Everybody
booty.
got a bag of pirate's booty?
So